Boy, this been a Ooh, boy. Hey, I'm
Oh, that
telling
was
you,
funny.
it's at the River Rock and Armando.
Oh, it's funny.
Boy, hey, let I'm need you in this together. Boy, like this what is in the chat. Y'all don't understand why we laughing right now. We know why we laughing.
Oh my god.
Look, first, well, I'm taking care of mom and talking to my sister, so we was already behind 1 minute, right? I call her back. She can't get in. We trying to figure what the heck going on. So I had to drop the link in the chat so she get in. Then I start up our intro. I forgot to hit the live button. And then all of a sudden, I tried to go send out stuff, share it out, and I hit the wrong thing. And then the wrong intro comes on. I'm like, oh boy.
Oh, that was funny.
Respect me, Chicago. That's why we laughing.
We just knew we were
Ooh,
doing something. Oh my god, that was funny. That was funny. Oh Lord,
that
help me.
we never had that happen before. Well, I did have some happen like forgetting to match the live button. It had the intro going, like we doing something, but unfortunately, whew, that's a good laugh.
Yeah, that
That's
was
a good
funny.
laugh.
And
How
meanwhile,
your week been going?
Armando saying, "Let's get it," and we thought we was getting it.
Oh, we
Oh
got it all
wow!
right. We got it all right.
Hello,
So
everybody in the chat.
the Chicago,
Oh,
she
that
was
was
at my
funny.
early live. Hey, the Chicago was at my
The
early live.
Chicago.
Red Rock was too. So, how was your week? How was the weather? And
It
I
was
hope nobody,
eventful.
yeah, yeah, I hope nobody threw
It's
nobody out
gonna
no
rain
cars
again,
lately. Yeah,
huh?
that what it did. I said, I hope nobody throwing nobody out no cars no more.
Oh man, that's crazy. Yeah, that's heartbreaking.
Yeah,
That's and she
yeah,
was an
yeah.
influencer too.
Oh boy, yeah. But we would I we would get to where I said that. I said it jokingly, but it's actually real. That's something that happened. But you said it gonna rain again?
Hmm. We've been having a
Oh
lot of
Lord.
rain, and all them folks that wanted to move on top of the mountain to get weight from us black folk, they houses sliding down the hill.
Hey, they ain't on no slip and slide, are they?
Man, that house, this one guy, he said, I've been living here for 30 years. And he said, and we never had rain like this. And he said, my neighbor, his house just slid on top of mine. I was hollering. I said, that's what y'all get living on the edge of the daggone cliff.
Don't they? Hey, don't they know the standing them hills like that ain't never mud? That's all it is. When it
But
rains, it's gonna slide.
they're not thinking about it. But then another problem that we have is like a lot of the bears and the mountain lions and the coyotes and the deers and all those animals that normally would be up in the mountain, the people are steadily building up in those mountains and running those animals out of their natural habitat. So where else are they going to come and look for food? You know, the area that I used to live in, I constantly saw like bears and coyotes and raccoons and deers and stuff like that. I constantly saw them, but one day a mountain lion came down and I said, I'm not going outside. They had it all combed off. But they gotta stop building up there. That's why them animals are coming down. They're even on the beach attacking people. And you've never heard of coyotes and stuff like that going to the beach attacking people.
Hell, the cow want to go for a swim and get a tan too.
Oh my God, I ain't messing with you.
What you thought? You thought the cow was
I'm just
look
telling you,
here,
I'm not messing with you.
look here. The cow was going to go to the beach, get a tan, lay out. Hey, have some fun too. Build sandcastles. So what you figured?
No,
But
they
thing is,
attacking
think
people
about it.
though.
Yeah, but think about this. This ain't really our land.
Say what?
This, this is really not our land. It's their land.
No, it's not. It's our land too.
But think about it. Who was here first? Us or them?
They was in the mountains. We was on the flatlands. Didn't nobody tell them to go blow up rocks and stuff to go build something up there where them people, where them animals were?
Put away. Hold on. You mean to tell me all this land was wood for humans? As humans start, humans had that little part when these folks start building all this stuff in where y'all was at. That was them but wood. So guess what? They drove them out. Now they try to drive them away from up there. Guess what? They coming back where they started from.
Okay, if you say so.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, and then they're scared now. The insurance companies out here, well, the insurance companies, they're no longer wanting to like allow them to pay for insurance for those areas where people live up in the mountains because it's too costly. You know, because there's always some type of hazard that's happening there. You know what I'm saying? So the people that's on the flat land, like, you know, in the desert and stuff like that, yeah, they'll pay for that. But if you're up on the mountain on the cliff, they're not renewing their insurance anymore because they said it costs too much.
Hmm. That's kind of strange there, cause it costs too much. Wait a minute. Uh, what about the people in Fatland that okay that mud slide down? And you also get a whatever a whole bunch of mud slide down all of a sudden. So they rather pay for houses that on flat land, right? And forest
Right.
fire that burn up the houses. They pay for the
Well,
ones that.
that's what I'm seeing. The areas where they're up in the mountain where there's a lot of woods and trees and all that kind of stuff, and where they had to like blast through the mountain in order to make roads and stuff like that. Part of the roads out here have already collapsed, and people are no longer able to get home because they have to find a way to repair that whole side of the mountain that collapsed. But as far as mudslides and stuff like that, if there was a mudslide, we would not be affected by it because there's like a big giant like hole that's still there where they blasted the mountain. It would be stuck and it would turn into like a giant pond of some sort, because it's a lot of land where it's like a lot of water runoff and it turns into like a little lake, and then once it's hot then it dries up. So we wouldn't be affected by it. It's the people that live up in the mountains like in Hollywood, Burbank, Glendale, places like Big Bear, all up in the mountains like Altadena, Monrovia, Doherty, all those Irwindale, stuff like that. All those places that's up in the mountains, those places like that, those are the places that are always getting hit with fires and floods and stuff. So it's really expensive to live up there, and the insurance is out of this world.
But it's like eventually going to sooner or later going to come down, right? So, but some gonna give, and insurance get high anyway, regardless of where you at. You know what I'm saying? And that's brings me to another point right here. This brings me to another point. I know you seen what I sent you right there about the hotel worker who that called the cops on a black woman for going down to
Yeah.
eat breakfast. What you think about that right there? I'm gonna give
Yeah.
y'all a little backstory. Let's give a little backstory of that.
Yeah.
It's you know when you go to a hotel, right? Ain't nobody know, especially if a hotel worker works
Hello.
11 to 7. Hey, Miss Added again, media.
Right.
You know if you work
That's my
11 to 7
girl
in the
right there. Hey,
hotel,
baby girl.
yeah, and you just not coming in. One, you're not gonna see all the guests that live there, that got a room. That's one.
You're
I
breaking
said
up.
you're not gonna
You're
see all
breaking up.
the guests that live there. You see what I'm saying? In that hotel room, you're not.
No, you're
No.
not.
How you gonna tell
Right.
somebody that they do not? How do you gonna go come and ask somebody? Ask them do they live there? And she was a black woman.
Right.
And two, I ain't gonna say they Caucasian, whatever, but lighter skinned men, you didn't ask them the same damn question. So I don't
Just keep it
condone her
real.
going on
She was
social.
the only black woman there that she walked inside. Huh?
Go ahead, finish your statement.
Say it again.
I said finish your
No, I said
statement.
she was the only black woman. She was the only black woman, and she walked inside of the hotel because she took a walk. And so, because that lady saw her walking in the front door, as everybody else, as the black lady said, they were coming in and out, and they were grabbing breakfast. And she told her she couldn't have it because it wasn't ready. So, like you said, why would you single her out? I'm not going to see every person that works in a hotel, especially like you said, if I came in on another shift. I don't know everybody. My best bet is to just observe and see what she does and not make it look like I'm being, overbearing. But I don't think anybody is that bold to just walk in there and start grabbing food.
Yeah,
What do
and
you think?
I'm like different. Even if I go outside and come back in, if I go outside to go for a run, come back
Mm-hmm.
in. I don't know, the hot breakfast wasn't ready. The cold breakfast was. Respect to Jenny about that. I would ask you what was you cooking tonight, Jenny,
Yes.
but I don't want to know because you might make me hungry. But but that point being said is that the point is Why are you going to sing out?
Right.
See, she put the hotel on Front Street. It's the part of the IHG, which sometimes the hotels are privately owned, right? But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you want to single a black person out. And some people criticizing her because she making a big deal out of that. All she had to do show her the key card. Why the hell do I have to show her the key card that I prove that I live there?
Right. The other people didn't have to show that. Yeah, they didn't have to show it, and they were coming in and out of the building. So why would I have to show? It don't have, like, I get sick and tired of people saying, "Well, it just could have been settled if you just would have showed them this." Oh, we're talking about a hotel. A lady visited a hotel. She was a victim of domestic violence, and she checked into the hotel. And so while she was there, she went outside for a walk on one of the days that she was staying there so that she could get breakfast. She went for a walk, then she came in to get breakfast. And then as she came in to get breakfast, there were other patriots coming in and out. They were Caucasian. And the lady that took the morning shift, she didn't know everybody that was there. She singled out the black woman and tried to tell her that she needed to show her key card and that she couldn't have breakfast. So yeah, that right there, that was very disrespectful. I'm sick and tired of everybody saying, "Well, you should have just showed her." No, I shouldn't have just showed her anything. Why do I have to be the one to show you something? Why didn't she check everybody else? Don't single me out. So don't tell me what I should have done when I'm the one that was being singled out. I was the one being targeted. I was the one being racially profiled. Don't tell me how to feel, and don't tell me what I should have done.
And you know what I found funny though? I like what she did though. She said, "I'm gonna sit here and see you gonna ask anybody else." That was funny there. Oh, you gonna sit there and
Yeah,
ask anybody else? Hey, I
she
like that.
didn't either.
I like that part.
Yeah, but she didn't ask
But
anybody else either, did she?
nah. And the thing you look at it and you see is that IAG did oh, they ain't offered no apology or nothing, and
No,
she just
actually,
had to
they
go get
made
another
her leave.
place.
They made
Yeah,
her leave. They wouldn't extend her stay. And what was the
no, they
guy
wouldn't
named
steal the
Jose
state.
or something? Yeah.
Yeah, see, he knew he was wrong. Oh yeah, and you know what I did about that Denny's about the truck drivers at Denny's. They started I think somebody started a nationwide campaign on
The
Denny's restaurant. Denny's, Denny.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they started
Yeah,
nationwide.
yeah, I know.
So I said I won't go in there. I won't eat there no more anyway. So, oh, aha.
Yeah, I stopped going to Denny's. I had stopped through one time in Pasadena, and me and a group of friends, they sat us in the back. First of all, I'm like, all the seats in the front, you want to sit us in the back. So my friend, which is, the peacemaker, was like, let's just go sit. Let's just sit back and we can watch everybody. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, we can watch. We sat there for an hour and a half, and that lady, nobody came to take our order. And we didn't know at that time that there was a class action lawsuit against them. If we would have known, we would have been paid, because we sat there and they had it on video that we sat there over an hour and a half and they didn't serve us, and we just got up and left. We had
Mm.
no clue.
It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. And they were talking about shouldn't do this, shouldn't do that, whatever. But at the same time, they should be doing what they doing. And
Right.
so you know about the story about the reaction to mom reaction to her disabled son. You know more about that than I do. Why don't you explain that to us?
Yeah.
This last
So
call.
there's a story. Hey, Armando. Hey, last call. What's up, friend?
You going in and out.
So there's a story. I forgot exactly. I know we both are. I'm telling you, StreamYards is crazy. I don't know why it's going in and out. So there's a story where this little boy, he had a mental disability, and he was in school, And so the school aide, instead of, either picking him up or trying to assist him in walking, she decided that she would take this little 5-year-old boy and drag him down the hall by his feet. And his mother actually got a chance to see the video. I was like, oh my God. If that was your child, what would you do? D Truth?
Shoot. Yeah, I'm still here. I'm like, dude, oh, you watching on the
What would you
TV?
do?
Hey, we on the big street. Hey, together. We made a big time now. We on our Jennifer Aniston's TV. We made a big time. But right there, but you know, he was disabled, right?
You funny.
See,
Yeah, he's disabled.
this is what I would. Yeah, okay. I talked about that. Miss Chicago know what I talked about that earlier today, right? Why you want to
Okay.
drag a disabled child down the hallway? Why wasn't the mother called from the get up when you saw it and you show her that video?
Right.
Some people isn't. Some people isn't fit to teach children at all. Let's know special needs kids. They are special needs. And guess what? With special needs children, you don't treat them differently. You see what I'm saying? That don't mean you go drag a child that don't have those
Uh-huh.
special needs down the hall by the hair, whatever you drag them down the hall with. You do not drag them down the hall. With that being said,
Right.
I'm trying to figure out, I know how I would feel. I want some explanation. I want that teacher fired. I'm suing somebody.
Right.
What about you together?
Right. And she denied it. She denied it. She denied that she did it, but they got her on video showing her dragging this baby down the hallway by his feet, and she's outright lying, talking about she didn't do it. So, lady, there's footage of you dragging this child down the hall, and you want to still lie and say you didn't do it? Come on now. Wow. That's crazy. I think there's a delay
Eh,
in our
yeah, no, I was talking. I was. Miss Chicago said she'll be going to jail.
right.
I,
Let
I
me let
think
me
I seen
read
y'all
this.
tweet
It
at it
says
again.
former C let me read it. It says former CY Fair ISD teacher. She pled guilty, but now not guilty, but now she pleads guilty after 5-year-old boy with special needs was dragged by the ankles over 100 feet down the school hallway. And yeah, he was like early childhood special needs education class, and he was in the gymnasium and he became upset and he left the gym, but she got mad and she grabbed him by the ankles and pulled him on his back down the hallway. And surveillance video showed the teacher dragging the baby by his ankle on tiled and carpet flooring until she reached the life skills room, where she was seen knocking on the teacher's door. That teacher came out of her classroom and picked up the child by his underarm area. So she was a teacher's aide. She wasn't actually the teacher. She was the teacher's aide. Yeah, she was the teacher's aide that did this. And they said he had abrasions, injuries to his bottom left shoulder blade area that were consistent with carpet burns. The boy was later seen by medical professional at Memorial Hermann Hospital, who also documented the injuries as carpet burns that hurt to the touch. So she drug him from tile to carpet, and the child's mother, she was also employed as a third grade math teacher, but not at that school. She was a teacher at another school. So she's pretty upset that she found out about it later on. So yeah, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, and the teacher aide, I wonder, we got to do a follow up on that right there. See if that teacher aide is still gonna be employed. Was that teacher aide
No, she got
really?
fired. She got fired.
She should get charged. She should have got charged too. She should have got charged. Cause ain't no way you gonna drag my child from carpet to tile. And what did the teacher do? What did the teacher do?
I don't. The regular teacher grabbed the child. I guess she noticed the child had, bruises and stuff. So I think she was the one that actually reported it. When she saw how the teacher aide had the little boy, she knocked on the door, and apparently she still had the little boy by his ankle. So she grabbed the child from her. Pretty much like, what the heck are you doing? Are you out your damn mind?
Trying to get me fired? Respect you, know. Yeah, and last call said she needs to take anger management
Right.
class. Also, she needs to talk to her shrink.
Wow.
Respect her. We on Lock Nation. Respect. And that there's no excuse. And I'm not going. I want to know what the child, the dark skin tone and whatever, and what the TGA what kind of skin tone were they are. You see what I'm saying? They were, they are, but at the same time, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what skin tone the teacher
Wait a
or the
minute,
child
D
is.
Truth. Hold on. D Truth. Hold on.
Yeah.
Check it out. I got some more information. You're not gonna believe this.
Uh-oh.
You ready?
Go ahead.
Child's mother, the little boy's mother, was fired after other incidents at the school. Graves said she just now speaking with the news to I can't say the guy's name about the incident to help parents be more aware of what's happening at school. She's been employed at Cy Fair ISD for 10 years until last year when she said she was fired from Tips Elementary. Graves, the mother of two, says she was aware of her son's struggle with his behavior as he has a history of running away, being overwhelmed, and having tantrum. She said he has a speech impairment and struggles to communicate, which contributes to his actions, which is probably autism. The school had a behavior plan for Graves' son and told her not to intervene when handling his tantrums. On the day of the incident, Graves said she didn't have details on what happened to her son and was told by the school that he was mishandled and it would be taken care of. It wasn't until she got home that she saw her son's injuries. She said the incident was investigated quickly by the district. Law enforcement and CPS then handed to the Harris County District Attorney's Office where charges were filed. Although upset, Graves said Hall was placed in a classroom and unequipped with the proper training to handle students like her son. Wow.
So you
Wow.
mean to tell me? Hold up. You mean to tell me they fired this special need autistic child mother at the other school because she brought this up?
Yep.
That's a lawsuit right there. That's a lawsuit. That's a lawsuit all day long. See, I'm going to read what Miss Chicago said. I'll put it up on the thing. I don't know if you can see it or not. Miss Chicago said she have a 17-year-old autistic grandson too that she had to check his age a couple of weeks ago. They be trying you when they think your kid can't tell, but I know mine. Though she said she know hers.
That's right.
And hold on,
That's right.
hold on. I think Miss Chicago said something else too. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out what. Hold on. And she also said at the beginning, she said she have a autistic daughter. Even though her daughter is 37 years old now, she said she did a lot of fighting and beat it down growing up. Grow up. It's talking about her daughter grew up together.
Oh, okay.
I know she did. So, like I said, autistic children, especially these children, are smarter than some of us are. Believe it or not.
Right. The story goes on, though. The story goes on. I'll just give breaks in between.
Go ahead.
So you can say what you got to say. So it says, to be honest, as angry as I am about what happened to my son, I feel sorry for her because she was not trained. Graves said she didn't know how to handle students in my son's shoes. After the September incident, she said her son was involved in a dozen other incidents with school employees. According to Graves, the child was restrained at least 40 times and even witnessed one of the incidents in December of 2022, which involved the assistant principal. She said her son was on the floor kicking his foot, and it made contact with the assistant principal. The assistant principal reportedly grabbed him by his ankle and pulled him toward her, lifted him up, and eventually put her knee in his back, according to Graves. Can you believe that? This is the assistant principal. I'm taking breaks so you can say what you got to say.
Okay. What did the assistant principal say now again?
No, the assistant principal, the mother said that her son had another tantrum in December of 2022 where he was kicking and he accidentally made contact with the assistant principal by accidentally kicking her. So she snatched him by his foot and she grabbed him. Hold on. And she grabbed him and then stuck her knee in his back.
Oh, I'm with Miss Chicago on this, right? I'm on Miss Chicago right this right here. She said she know she's not wrapped too tight. That says a whole lot, right? Respect Shirley Kirkland. So what I tell you about me? That what I tell you about majority of the parents, if a assistant principal, nurses aide, a teacher, whoever, do it. It don't even have to be a special need child. You see what I'm saying? It can be any child that do your child like that. What you gonna do? You gonna act a fool, right?
I mean, you can't be mad at us. Yeah, if somebody touch your child, yeah, you're gonna nut up.
And that's not only go for. I can see you. That's not going only for teachers. That goes for somebody in your neighborhood too. I said that goes for people in your neighborhood too.
Yeah.
And we got another story that kind of coordinate with this too. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna read the whole thing, and then after that we can switch. Okay, she said her son eventually regurgitated in the classroom from the incident, and she tried to calm him down, like the incident where a principal put her knee in his back. In May of 2023, Grace said there was another incident with employees restraining her son, and when she tried to interact and get to him, she said the principal blocked her. During this incident, the district reported that Graves threatened the principal, stating that she pushed and grabbed the principal and told them, "We can fight." Graves denied the allegations. She said she did not touch anyone and was blocked by the principal from getting to her son. Graves reportedly told the principal, "I will fight if I have to, but touch no one," as she was being blocked and from having access to her son. She eventually got to her son, calmed him down, and let him cry. So that's I'm almost done, but go ahead. What do you think about that?
Ain't no way nobody black men get my doggone child. How many parents we don't want to know where this happened at, what school is that? was that?
Let me finish reading because I don't want to lose my spot.
Go ahead.
Okay. Grace says she was informed the incident was under investigation, but had no inkling that she would be fired until the end of the school year. Grace said her children had to leave Tips Elementary as she could no longer be near the campus when the KPRC 2's Rilwin Bolagun, whatever his name, reached out to Sci-Fair ISD for comment. They shared the employment history of both Hall and Graves. Amber Nakia Hall was employed as a paraprofessional in CFISD beginning in August of 8th, 2022. She was placed on administrative leave on September 6th of 2022 and investigated for an allegation of inappropriate physical mistreatment of a student. She resigned effectively as of September 21, 2022. The district spokesperson said Nicole Graves resigned effective of December the 10th of 2023. Graves denied resigning from the district, so they lied. Responding to the Bolagun's text, she sent a copy of her termination letter. The board voted to terminate your employment with the district effective immediately. Of December of 2023 letter reads, regardless of your decision to appeal, your paid administration leave ends as of today. So basically they lied about her quitting, and I'm trying to see where this school is. Houston.
Had to be Texas, didn't it? Had to be Texas. So, in other words, they lied about that the mother resigned from her position, which technically they fired her.
Right.
And they try to keep the mother from giving to her child, which the teacher or the principal was abusing. So, in other words, they did that trying to keep her mouth shut. They did all that trying to keep her mouth shut. But now it's all out there in the open. Now she got grounds for lawsuit.
Especially with them lying, saying that she quit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then that teacher aide and the teacher aide and the assistant principal, they should have been charged for child abuse.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
And they should have been charged with kidnapping. They should be charged with kidnapping too, because if you're holding somebody against their will, that's kidnapping.
Yep, you're right about that. You're right about that. See, and they just said it was a private school or not a private school, right? It wasn't no special need.
Right.
There wasn't no school for special need kids. It was just a regular school, right?
No, I think it was a school for special kids. I think they really didn't. Touch on whether it was a school for special needs or not. So I can say I think.
Let me see. Can I look it up? And this story happened out of Houston, Texas. But the other story we about to touch on about kids is happened in California. The 405. So yes. We will get to that in a minute. Go ahead and get your yeah. I'm gonna look that up. See what was the name of the school?
I have to look it up again. I'm sorry. I you know what? I closed it down as soon as I finished reading. I'm so sorry. Disabled. I just put disabled student, or you can put 5-year-old boy dragged by his feet by assistant teacher.
Okay, hold on. But I know that. Hey, do what I added again. I know that they some of the smarter people I know. They're some of the smarter people I know. Hey, so
It's called
everybody else.
Sci-Fair, I think.
Hold on.
You hear me? It's
Yeah, I heard you.
CYFAIRISD. Yeah.
Yeah, it is the same on we on lock.
It's not saying whether it's a special needs school or not. Yeah, it's in Houston, but they're not saying if it's a special needs.
Yeah, but
And
either
she
way it
straight
go,
lied.
yeah, all of them just straight lied, and the mother paid the price, and they try to do they. I know kids gonna act out. You know what I'm saying? Kids gonna act out. Kids without special needs, autistic, whatever, they gonna act out too.
Right.
Right? And we know autistic, special needs children. We know they smart too. They know how to play. They know how to play somebody. You know that. But still, it does not give that teacher aide, that principal, the right to do what they did. No ifs, ands, or but about it.
Yep. And it all makes it bad for them because they straight lied about, her employment. They lied. So then they're gonna say, well, what else did you lie about?
Mm-hmm. See, and it again, I know you're not condoning it. It happens all the time. Even if a student is not autistic, just a regular student, they do that to drivers and everybody else.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
some kids can be off the charts, but like I said, go ahead. Wait a minute, what did she say? She said that's why it's important for you to be involved with your autistic kid. Oh, you just moving so fast, your autistic kid in the schools, because some of them are violent. Some of them do have behavior problems, and problems, and they have the strength of 10 men. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. I've seen an autistic kid in action, and I'm like, I got out the way. He not about to hurt me. I'll be hurting that he gone with his little life. No, sorry.
Yep. You're right about that. And the thing, what I'm about to say on top of that is, you need to be involved in your children's school, your children's life anyway, regardless. You see what I'm saying? That's the bottom line.
Yep.
Yeah, they have problem. They can have any problem. Mm-hmm.
Last call says safe words work to a certain point. These kids could have an issue with their parents and take it out on the driver and aide. That's true. Yeah, that's true. Because if they don't have boundaries, that's why I be tripping out. Like if you got a kid that's and I'm not trying to negate that baby has an issue, but what I'm saying is some kids, their parents, they let their kids talk crazy. So when the kids come out in the community, they think they could talk to everybody else like that, And I like to tell little stories about my life to, say, some of the things that I experienced. Like my son had a friend, and he had no respect for his mother, and so he came over, and my son pre-warned him, like, "Hey, I'm gonna let you know now, moms ain't, you gotta have your stuff together." So I came home and I looked. He had his foot on my dining room. On my coffee table. I kindly walked over and I picked up my walking stick and I hit him as hard as I could in both of his shins and told him, get his damn feet off of my table. I don't know who he think he is. And he looked. My son was like, I tried to tell you. I said, now you do it again, I'm gonna break your legs. I said, you don't come over here. And he was like, your mom crazy. No, your mother don't discipline you. You're gonna get disciplined here. How dare you put your foot? And I got a rag and made him clean my table off. I don't play them games. So
Yeah,
if you got a parent
yeah,
that
you're
let their
right.
kids do whatever, they're gonna try it everywhere.
And there's parents that don't know how to
Go ahead, D.
handle.
Truth.
I said there's parents that do not know how to handle special need kids. There's parents that don't need to be parents. Put it that way. Bottom line,
Right,
like this next
right.
one, like this next story, a woman killed unalive her living boyfriend, leaves with a what was 9-year-old and 8-month old, 5-month old. I forgot how old the baby was. Driving down the
I
freeway.
think the baby was like, yeah, baby. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I don't know that she stopped. She stopped, told the 9-year-old and get whatever baby, the handheld baby that wasn't even, I think not even 4 month old was,
I don't
and get
remember
out the car.
exactly how old the baby was. Yeah, she was
Told
speeding down. She had a. Go ahead. Go ahead.
she was going down the highway, the 405 in California. Y'all know how, if y'all live in California, y'all know how busy the 405 be. Even at nighttime, during the morning time, the little girl, the 9-year-old little girl, rolled out there, had the baby in her hand, rolled out the car. She wasn't hurt, but sadly, the newborn didn't make it because he got hit by a car.
Yeah.
And get what the Carolyn mother did. Get what the Carolyn mother did. She drove so fast,
Yeah,
she
she
ran
was
in, I think,
speeding.
a tree or something. Go ahead.
No, she purposely did it. She drove fast and took her own life, slammed into a tree. Yeah, she did that on purpose. That was crazy. So they were
Yeah.
saying, well, she was a YouTube influencer, and she was into tarot cards. She was into witchcraft. She read the stars and all that stuff. And like they said, the closer it got to that moon, that eclipse we were supposed to have, they said she started acting extremely bizarre. And so out of nowhere, she started arguing with her boyfriend, and kind of, what do you call it, filleted him, left the house, took the baby, like D Truth said, put both of the kids in the car, and she was flying down the freeway and pushed both of the kids out. The little 9-year-old girl tried her best to save her little sister, but she couldn't. People were like in disbelief, and they still running the story on the news still today. Nobody can understand what the heck. It's absolutely sad. Like some people, and she's a beautiful girl too. That's the part that got me. Like, what in the world was you messing with that took your mind like that? I mean, you could have just like left your dude and took and left the babies with him and did what you wanted to do to yourself.
That's what I was thinking right there, two together. And I'm going to go say this right here. People do tarot card and all that stuff right there. I think there's something really wrong with them. Because you have a tarot card and whatever, Ouija board, whatever you want to call it, and read it how you want to read it. You see what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
and if I read something like that, wait a minute. Just like you said, she could have just would have did herself in.
Yep.
She could have did herself in, but yeah, she would have did her boyfriend. Now just think, the 9-year-old gonna grow up without a sister, without a father, without a mother, knowing her mother did it to her.
Yep. That little girl gonna
She
need some
gonna,
serious therapy.
yeah, so real therapy. See, that's why I said some people don't need to have no kids, and some people don't need to be involved with their children, especially at these schools. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because we are not that 9-year-old gonna need to see somebody and the autistic child, he gonna need to see he or she gonna need to see somebody, right?
Uh-huh.
And we know how some children are. We know how some. I'm just saying. I'm gonna start saying especially. I'm just saying children, because they got to be treated like children. You see what I'm saying? They got to be treated like a normal human being should be treated. But at the same time, normal human beings do the same thing like autistic children, special needs children do, right?
Right.
So they can get rowdy and do stuff to the bus driver and all that stuff. We see that plenty of time. There ain't nothing wrong with some of them doggone kids on them damn buses. We know that.
Right. But you know what? Like because I was talking to you knew about it. And when it comes to stuff like hurting kids and doing stuff like that, I'm gonna tell you something. They better be glad that you knew ain't the president. They better be glad she ain't the judge or the juror. Because, honey, let me tell you something. It'll be a whole lot of people not here today. She loves kids, and she does not condone people harming kids or doing anything to kids at all. And for her to do that to her own child, baby, you could have did that to yourself. You could have gave them kids to your family member. If you didn't want him to have the children, you could have not adoption, but you could have gave them to somebody in your family, maybe somebody you knew that wanted some children. But I just don't understand the mindset of these people. They lay down, they had these kids, and they use these kids as their personal punching bags. What the crap is wrong with these damn people?
Hey, I ain't laughing at that. You knew said, y'all lucky I can't come up.
Man.
Respect, Tammy. Hey, it's all up to
people get on my nerves. I'm telling you, they need to disappear.
Yeah, it's all up to Mama. What would you? Hey, you need to come up and have something to say about it?
Always. That's my sis.
Okay. Hold on, you knew. I'll begin for you. Hold on. Because I know she got something to say about it.
Yeah, me and you knew tight. I'll let her come up. Yeah, that's my buddy right there.
Jay,
I'm
tell me
being
respect
mild
to you, Jay.
on here because I got a mouth on me, and you know it.
Look.
You know it too, huh?
Look. Yeah, I know you too, and you know me too. We've been this kind of mild show right now. Look, it ain't after midnight over here. It ain't after midnight. This ain't look, this ain't the Terror Dome. Put it that way.
Man.
There was a Terror Dome?
Look. Man, let me tell you something about look, since you said Terror Dome, let me tell you. Armando, that's the only man that I know that can read you and have everybody laughing. That man, he reminds me of an old person that just say whatever the heck come out their mouth. You too, D-Truth. You too.
What?
You say whatever come out your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
I say y'all say stuff, whatever's in your head, it comes. Well, I'm the same way. And you knew gotta like sometimes like kind of get me. You know, me. I don't care what. Look, when I get real old, I know I'm gonna give everybody a run for their money. I know it.
But on the problem, accept me and Armando. So, because we always thinking. See, that's the problem. When you use your brain for what it's meant for. I'm waiting for you to come on up. She ain't showed up yet. I know you're still there. You said you were laying down. Come on, say what you got to say, girl. Come on up here. Yeah, her.
Give it a couple seconds, because we don't want nobody else popping up and trying to give me a show.
Yeah. They ain't gonna get nobody no show. They ain't gonna get nobody show tonight.
Shoot, let me get my dollars ready just in case.
But add it again, add it again. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. And like I said, that right there, it goes to show you the different mindset of different people when it comes to children. And
yeah, y'all go over to
how,
At It Against. I'm sorry, go to At It Against channel, y'all. I love her energy over there. Y'all go over there and support her. Sorry about that.
yeah, the news said that the young lady was so ideological and was disturbed by the eclipse. Oh, you can't come and hug me asleep? Oh, that's what you meant when you said that. Let me go get that out the way. Okay.
She's probably resting.
Just checking. Yeah. But I'm like, the mother,
yes, she'd be
the teacher.
Yeah, she'd be resting.
Oh, she was talking about hubby. She want to come up bad too. I know she do, but you can't do that. But it's like the mother, the teacher aide, and the assistant principal. Boy, I wish I could talk to them and get them over here ask them questions. The two that's still alive, not the one that off herself.
I wish
the one that's still alive.
I wish we could get that mama up here.
Are you talking about what autistic child
get the mama up here and let her tell her story?
Oh yeah. God, we already know the story.
The one that was dragged.
We already know what this. We already know what the school. We already know what the school gonna say. Whatever. Cause they gonna already have. They already got a press release what they already gonna say anyway. Know what I'm saying? Who believes that? Who believes that lie? They gonna give it that PR person gonna put out there. And knowing in your heart and your head that ain't what you really want to say.
Right.
So all of this goes together is gotta watch who your kids around. Yep. Gotta watch who your kids around, right? Cause just like I don't care if the child is special need or what a regular kids, whatever. Kids gonna have attitude, right? No matter who they are. They're gonna try to outsmart you, no matter who they are. Some smarter than others.
Yep. Exactly.
And Miss Chicago said so much had happened to her as a kid. She had no protection, no mother, no father. So she knew she was going to fight the world over hers. And she going to tell you something. I had 4 kids by the time she was 16.
I don't know what's wrong with StreamYards. They've been acting stupid lately.
Oh yeah, but Miss Chicago, you have done a great job. It's just like saying you turned out how your parents turned out. That is not true. You see what I'm saying? That is not true. You can turn out the way you want to turn. You turned out. You turned out to be a great mother to your 4 kids. To your 4 kids. And you have 4 kids by the time you were 16, and them grown up men that took advantage of you. Boy, I like to go slap the mess out of them. I like to slap the mess out of them. Because people take them. Yeah, well, you left it when you knew shit, right?
Violence. I'm laughing at you talking about slapping somebody. I said the violence.
They ain't violence. Some of these men and women need to be slapped, taking advantage of kids. Like that woman in that school, that sister principal, they need I tell you what they need then. Let's go drag that kid through the hallway just like that autistic child was dragged through the hall, off a carpet and into the on the tile. See how would they feel? See, a mother like my mom,
Yeah.
your mom, you knew mom, Miss Chicago, any other mother that's out there that doing the right thing, that did the right thing, and still doing the right thing by their child, they don't get enough credit.
Right.
We always see when a mother steps up for their child, you see what they try to do, they fire her for standing for her child.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you see what happened when a mother do not stand up for her child, she throws them out on the highway without stopping and off herself.
Yeah, that's crazy. I just when it comes to like, because see, I a lot of people don't understand when you play with that stuff does something to you. It affects you in such a way that there are real live entities that enter you and they really take control of you. And people think that stuff be fake. That stuff is as real as it could be. And you have no business playing with that kind of stuff. Thank you, but I wouldn't change anything. I've been through a lot. And I wouldn't change a thing because I'm who I am today. And my kids wouldn't be who they are today. I know that's right, baby girl. I know
You're
that's
right,
right.
Miss Chicago.
Yeah, that's
That's
crazy.
why.
I just don't understand the mindset of these people. And see, you know what? I want to say this, and a lot of people may get mad with me, but it's okay. But if you really sit down and take yourself away from what I'm saying and pay attention to what I'm saying, you will totally understand why I say what I say. First of all, there has been an attack on the children, and it became an attack when that lady took prayer out of schools. Because think about it, when we had prayer in schools, there were not a lot of fights. Not only that, a lady that never ever in her life produced a child, had a man, told people that they were no longer to discipline their kids. So they took the power away from the parents, and now a lot of the kids out here, and I'm not saying anything about the kids that are being abused unjustly, but a lot of these kids are doing things that they have no business doing. And now we have an administration that tells your kid that they can basically do whatever they want to do. They don't need the parents' consent. So then you have these children that are out of control. You have these parents that don't have a right to discipline their kids. If you do, then the government is going to tell you, hey, if you touch your kid, I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna take your kid. But guess what? Then they'll take your kid, put your kid in a far worse situation, when all it takes is for you to discipline them, not beat them down, but discipline them in a manner where they understand that right is right and wrong is wrong. So now you have a generation of kids that's out here flipping their parents off, throwing stuff at their parents, beating their parents up, taking their parents' cars, taking their parents' money, taking their parents' lives and doing God knows what. Then they're out there using drugs, going buck wild. And then on top of that, they end up getting pregnant. Now, if mom says, I had enough of you, please don't blame the men. I was with you. Blame my
Yeah, I'm gonna
upbringing.
get to that later. You see.
No,
Yeah,
no, I'm not
see,
talking about.
you got. You see, you got off what you were talking about. You on the road and worry about what was in the chat. I'll wait for you to get finished. Then I'll go
Okay,
read it.
so they took the power. So now, and I'm gonna keep it real, they can say what they want to say, and I'm not talking about you, Miss Chicago. I'm talking about something totally different right now. So now you have a perverted, and if you look at it and take yourself away from your own thoughts, what you've been taught, and pay attention, erase everything and look at what I'm saying. This administration, no administration before this have ever pushed for children to change their natural way of being. And I'm telling everybody, they're not listening to me. They're telling these kids to change their natural way of being. So if you give birth to a little boy and he changes himself to a little girl, so when that adult that likes children touches your kid in a forceful adult manner, then you can't really say anything because they did that as a bait and switch. So now you like, oh, he touched my child, but your child is able to make an adult decision to take blockers and all this and that. This never happened prior to this administration. Nobody else ever said, okay, you could do this. Nobody ever pushed. And now you look at videos where you see little boys on the stage with braids in their hair like women, dressed like grown women with thigh high, prosthetic boots on, dancing, twerking, bebopping, and everything else with a auditorium full of men. Once they did that and said that a kid could change themselves, they set it up for that person that liked children to have free game, and you can't say anything, and nobody is paying attention. There, oh yeah, my little Timmy wants to be Tiffany. You don't understand. You're dressing your child
But
for the devil.
but not the thing is, think about it. We were growing up. It was going on, but guess what? It's just all this social media stuff going on. See what I'm saying? We can't blame it all on the administration.
It's not the social media. It's the way
but hold on. Let me
government has okayed.
But think about it, though. Think about it. It's been going on for a while, right? And parents ain't no telling how many times parents. I said it's been going on. It's been going on for a while. Already gets so much attention, right? Think about why a whole lot of this stuff started to get a whole lot of attention. You see what I'm saying?
What's been going on for a while? What's been going on for?
Think about it. Think about it. How many times have you seen kids doing what they do for social media?
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about children changing their natural way of being. That has not been going on for a while. That started in this administration.
I'll tell you why I have. I'm tell you why I have.
No, it hasn't.
I'm tell you why I have. Hold on. Tell you why I have. How many times have something been going on? It ain't been put out there until it happened to a darker skinned people, right? Think about it. It's been going on for years, ages, right? And it's just now. I'm saying a whole lot of different administration. I don't care what city, state, federal, whatever, had a hand in this. See what I'm saying? Everybody had a hand in this. The parent had a hand in this. See, we could blame everybody else, but the parent got a hand in it. You look here. I'm like this. My sister tell my daughter, tell my niece. My sister tell my niece, right? Told my niece, the government not raising you. I'm raising you. What I say goes in his house. What I say, they can't tell me how to discipline you. Government cannot tell you how to discipline your child, as long as they under your roof. If the government want to tell you how to raise their child, what can you do? See, and think about it. When I'm telling you how it first started. When that kid was back at 80 something, whatever, divorced his parents. You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? You remember that story? When these Caucasian kids started divorcing their parents, that set the whole tone for everything else. You see what I'm saying? That set the tone for everything else. And just think how out of the radar that went. Think how out of the radar that went. Hold on, nobody knows about that. And then another child, she was switched at birth, right? And her biological mother, father, wanted, and she grew up with a man that beat it and all that other stuff. And she divorced her parents. That's back in the 80 something. And when she said, "Oh, to this day, she wished she would have never did that." See, yeah, hey, guess what? That went out on the radar. That went out on the radar, and she was Caucasian. You see what I'm saying? Everything that these kids doing today has been doing what went under the radar, and the government been backing it up. I don't care what administration it be, government been backing it up, and it's not only just the government. Just like how in the world do you switch a baby in the hospital? Well, the chief doctor of that hospital, right, knew the people in that town, and the baby that got switched, that woman wasn't from that town. You see what I'm saying? Everybody got a role to play, and when you get that Stockholm syndrome, it's worse. And when I'm telling you what makes it worse, when the parents say, "Oh, they know that's a she," no, that was a he from the beginning. That don't make it no better. So majority of it is on the government, and majority of it is on the parent for going along with it. What do you think about that?
I was just reading and I'm blown away by what I'm reading. They were saying that children, they were doing transitioning in the 1930s, but it wasn't like it was today, like it is today. They said today it became so out more than ever today than what it was back in the day. They said now it's like an explosion where it's like nonstop. Now Europe, I really wish I could. Europe, they actually told the American doctors out here in America to stop doing the puberty blockers because when that trans person went on a rampage, they were saying that those puberty blockers do something to their mind and they go insane. So Europe was telling America, you guys need to stop doing that, and if you're giving that to those kids, it's not good for them. So it's really sad that I think that any person that wants to do that, that should be done when they're adult. It shouldn't be forced upon them, you know. And as far as be like he said in the 1962, they took prayers out of school, but when I was going to school, they were still praying. And he said the spanking stopped, but I was still getting spankings after like 1977. I was still getting tapped on. So
You
I
right.
don't
You right
understand,
about that.
you know.
You right about that. You right about
I was still getting my
that.
butt kicked. You
Yeah.
know, I was a little old tot. I was a little old thing getting my butt kicked
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
1970. They should have told my family something.
Yeah. Hey, you knew said hey, you knew that itch you want to come up here, don't you?
Yeah, you got to remember Chicago.
Damn. She said, okay, I probably do a little review on it tomorrow. Miss Chicago said this is just her opinion. When they started with taking control from the parent, they will line it up to get where we are today. They want to have control over our kids.
Yep.
Bingo.
Yep.
And
But
what I
look,
say that is,
California, our governor is a sick, demented, and twisted and evil individual. He was we had did that story. We did it on another platform where they were going to pass the law to say that children can transition without their parents' consent. And when I read our article, they said that they did it and it was a Friday. So another YouTuber found it and said, no, they didn't do it. It didn't pass. And I was like, oh, wow, I thought it passed, but they said no. So they had to retract their story because I read what was in the article. And he was going to allow them to pass the bill that allows children to transition. And if you didn't allow your child to transition when they wanted to, CPS was going to come in and take your kids from you and still make you pay child support to the system, even though they put you up out of here. And the only reason why they was pushing it is because there was a black lady. She identifies herself. She works for the government. She's a black lesbian, and her daughter is a lesbian, and she wanted it to pass, to fit her agenda. But not everybody has to fit your narrative. Not everybody has to fit your agenda. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. Whatever you may like steak, and I don't like steak. You can't foot. What?
But this the thing is, her mother was a lesbian, right?
You breaking up.
Her mother was a lesbian, right? Her mother was a lesbian, right?
The politician, whoever she was.
Yeah, and her daughter was a lesbian.
Yeah.
You get what I'm talking about now, right? You get what I'm saying now. See,
trying to push that agenda.
Yeah, and then you push that agenda, right? How the child gonna pay for it?
You breaking up bad, bro.
I said, how the child gonna pay for it?
Oh, it was gonna be. Oh, you don't know? Oh, well, let me enlighten you. So there was a guy, and I don't know. I forgot exactly where I was. And I'm always asking questions. Why did you choose this lifestyle? This, and the third. Because I'm a very curious person. I'd rather ask you so I can know. So he told me, he said, do you know if I wanted to get what you got on top of you? He was trying to be respectful. I said, breast? He said, yeah. He said, let me tell you something. Any type of surgery that I want to do to myself, if I want to change it to a full-fledged woman, he said, Medi-Cal pays for everything. I'm like, what? He said, yeah, they don't pay for nothing. He said, all that stuff is paid through Medi-Cal. He said, because I was filling out the application because I was about to do some stuff to myself. And he said, and my mother kept telling me it's an abomination. But he said, I'd rather just go ahead and stay a male and that likes men. He was using appropriate words because there was like people around that had kids. So he was like, yeah, honey, Medi-Cal pays for all that. I'm like, ain't that a blip?
Yeah, and Miss Chicago said, yeah, I kind of figured that, but how Medicaid gonna pay for it when, if you want to give my child a legal right without my consent to go get some kind of surgery that I'm not agreeing with them getting. Oh, they ain't got no money for them damn insurance. Guess what? Because they ain't gonna be on my insurance. You see what I'm saying? My insurance ain't for to pay for that. So how they gonna get insurance? They're a kid child. You see what I'm saying? There ain't no way. I go change the insurance real quick.
Wow.
And Miss Chicago said just her opinion again, transgender to her came from the Hermaphrodites being born with two parts and parents made some wrong decision as they came up with a new name for it again. That's just her opinion. What do you think about that?
Wow. I don't think it comes from like hermaphrodites. What I think it is to be very, to be honest, what I think it comes from, it's like the parent. I blame the parent 100% because a lot of the parents want to have, like they have a little boy, but they really wanted a daughter. So they start grooming that, like what Gabrielle Union did to Dwayne Wade's son. And after they broke up, the little boy kept they interviewed him, and they was like, well, it really wasn't my idea. It was Gabrielle Union that was pushing me. And they found out that Gabrielle Union was actually pushing Dwayne Wade's son to turn into a little girl. And so it's the darn, what's the name of that show? Pose. It's a show called Pose, and it gives you the history and the life of people that's in that world. And I watched the entire series to see what they went through. So instead of Gabrielle Union taking him to a therapist, she took him to Billy Porter and the staff that's in Pose. And Billy Porter was like, first of all, honey, why are you bringing me a child? You should be taking this child to a therapist. And why are you pushing so hard for this little boy to transition? So whatever conversation Billy Porter had with that little boy, they slowed down what they were going to do. So this was her agenda. This was her agenda because she wanted to stay relevant. So now that she's no longer with Dwayne Wade, you hear nothing from her. You don't hear anything else about the little boy Zaire, whatever his name is, because it's a thing of the past. So it comes from the parents pushing. And one girl that changed it to a little boy said that when her mother noticed that there was popularity and notoriety and all this other stuff, the little boy. It was a little boy that turning into a little girl. He already took the hormone blockers and everything. And so he was like, my mom didn't have a lot of friends, but when she started hearing people talking about kids transitioning and becoming popular in the neighborhood, my mom started her journey on pushing me to turn into a little girl. And so that child went before the legislator and told on, his mom. So this is what's going on. These parents are getting money. They're getting recognition. Look at I Am Jazz. I Am Jazz said, I don't want to be a girl anymore. I want to be a boy. I don't feel like my normal self because mom was pushing this stuff. You even had parents locked up and put in jail for calling like this one man was like, that's my son. That's not a girl. The wife took him to court and the judge locked him up and put him in jail because he refused to recognize his son as a daughter. So these are the things that's been going on. And a lot of people don't know. They don't know that this stuff is actually going on. It's an agenda. It's a sick, twisted agenda for adult-loving minors to have their way with these kids. And these parents are really not seeing the damage that they're doing to these kids.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you another thing is, it's like this. Like I said before, I do not care what you transition to, right?
Say it again.
What were you before you said? I said I wouldn't care what you transitioned into, right? What was you born? A male or female, girl or boy?
Right.
And that's what I'm gonna recognize you as. And you heard me talk about transgender being in women's sport and being in men's sports.
Right.
There ain't no place for that. There ain't no place for that right there. Because unfair competition.
Right.
I don't care how long you've been taking the hormone pill, whatever. It doesn't matter. Then what happens when when your child or girl were pushed when they was a child to change their sex? What happened then? And that's some weird women cannot have no kids.
Can we put up the comments even if we don't read them out loud? Can we put up the comments so they can know that we're actually seeing their comments? Because I know how I feel when I put a comment. I'm like, do they see what I'm writing? Yeah, Medicaid don't pay for cosmetic surgery, but they will pay for that other stuff. Yeah, they won't pay for it for you, but for them, yeah, they'll pay for it. They'll give them boobs and anything else they want. Yeah.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Is that considered cosmetic surgery?
Yes. If you're getting boobs, that's cosmetic surgery.
So guess what? Okay, you want to change sex. So in other words,
you and you want to change. So in other words, that man want to change to a woman. So Medicaid don't have to can't pay for that. You see what I'm saying? So basically it got to pay for the drugs. See where I'm
No,
going with it?
they pay for all of it. When that guy sat down and told me, he was being very honest. He said, you can ask anybody. He said, unless they don't want to tell the truth, he said they pay. I said, they won't even give us boobs and booties. He said, no, it's a different agenda. He said they want us to transition. They get more money that way. Like, we pay for the breast and stuff like that, but they get way more money when they doing that. The money we pay for, like, if we get cosmetic surgery, they get one flat rate, but these doctors are able to tack on other stuff. Speak about the hermaphrodites more. Well, because some of the hermaphrodites, they actually, some of them, not all of them, they will keep both parts because they like it. It's a certain thing they like to do. It's a certain thing they like to do, sweetie. But some of them, they really go through counseling. If they feel like they got to cut a part off, and it depends on what is the dominating part. Like, if you're a hermaphrodite and you got a male chest, you got hair on your face and all that other stuff, and you have a JJ, they're going to get rid of the JJ because, for the simple fact, you got more testosterone than you do estrogen. So if you got more estrogen than you do testosterone, it goes the opposite way.
Oh, I gotta read this right here. Miss Chicago said, if she can't take her grandson to the strip club and he's 17, if she can't send her 7-year-old, 8-year-old grandson to get her a pack of cigarette or a drink, she's not letting them cut their things off. I hear you.
That's
Hey,
what
I'm
I'm
with you on
saying.
that.
It's an agenda.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's a sick,
And
twisted agenda, and people are not really paying attention. And they're one, oh no, 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 oh no, 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 but they don't understand. You know, these people have sick minds. They're sick. They're sick in their heads. You know what I'm saying? They're sick in their heads, and they like children, so they say, "Hey, I'm in a position." Like, there was a guy that was running for office out here, and he almost got in, but this lady was relentless. She was relentless. And she was like, whoa, 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 wait a minute, what's this fine print? His fine print, once he got into office, was that he was going to allow 10-year-old girls to be intimate with men over the age of 18 plus. And when the women saw that, they were like, oh no, you not. They threw him up out of, they like, nope, nobody voted for him, because that was his agenda, to bring in that rule in California that men that were over 18 could be intimate with 10-year-old girls, and that you couldn't sue them, they wouldn't go to jail. He was about to pass all these policies, and everybody was like, oh no, the hell you not. This is how sick these people are. And they talk about, and then another story out here. There was like a guy, he was gay, and he worked with the Boy Scouts. And so they were like, no, we don't want him working with our kids because, he's gay, and he may do something to our kids, the little boys. And he sued them because he said it was discrimination. Lo and behold, he got the money, right? And a year later, he didn't spend the money. He kept the money for whatever he was trying to do. Lo and behold, a couple of kids came home from like their little Boy Scout weekend, and the mom was like, put your clothes in the dirty clothes and I'm gonna wash. So mom went to go and separate their white clothes, and she saw blood in the underwear of her son. She like, what the heck? She like, what's wrong? And she took him to the doctor because he didn't want to say nothing. They found out that Boy Scout leader was penetrating those kids. And they turned around, sued him back, and now he got life in prison. And they And they kept telling
So,
him, telling the people,
yeah,
it's not safe for that man to be around all them boys. And the parents sued the Boy Scouts
yeah,
too. We told you that that
yeah,
man, that was a candy store to him, and they didn't listen. Now these kids, she said,
yeah,
I have to keep my son in therapy to let him know that it wasn't his fault.
yeah. And thing about it, let's not just tell these men too now. Let's tell we don't got these. We already know men go out to boys and
Oh,
girls,
women,
right?
yeah.
See, they're the one that flying on the radar. They're the one that flying on the radar. You see what I'm saying?
The women.
Cause yeah, the women. See, no reason I brought up
Mm-hmm.
that mother. No reason I brought up that mother and daughter, both of them being lesbian. I wanted anybody to catch where I would go with that one.
Mm-hmm.
See,
Yeah, something
that
probably happened with the little girl.
yeah, and the mother at the house, and she went. What did the daughter probably see all her life,
That part.
majority of her life,
Right.
and I wonder how often was the dad around, or did he want to be around, or if he wanted to be around, did the mother let him be around?
You never know. Never know.
That's the part that I'm
You
saying.
got some weird situations out
It's
here where women will tell a guy
yeah,
that he
yep,
want go. I'm sorry. You got some weird situations. Like I knew one lady, she was in recovery, and she was a friend of my godmother, and she was a lesbian, but she had a partner, and there was a guy, they paid him to get her pregnant, and he was like, but I'm gonna have to pay child support. She was like, no, my partner is like the male, like the stud. So the stud was going to be the father of the child. He didn't have no child support or nothing. And a lot of guys will do that for the stud, like for the lesbian couples, give them a baby. The woman give her a baby. Look at what the Brat and them did. You see what I'm saying?
but the thing is, hold on, read what Miss Chicago said first before I give a comment. She didn't do a lot of free stuff. She didn't do WIC. She didn't trust in free milk. So she breastfed all her children. When that chicken got bigger than what I was used to, I stopped giving them chicken. You're right about that. But I'm gonna say this right here.
Mm-hmm.
That gonna backfire. Hey, that gonna backfire. I'm gonna tell you why, right? What if that woman and her girlfriend breaks up and you can't make that woman pay child support because she didn't get you pregnant, right?
Well, she took over. Yeah, you can. Because what's that Brittany Griner,
Griner,
that basketball
yeah,
player? They went and got pregnant. Well, her girlfriend got pregnant. Yeah, and she signed the birth certificate, and she took full responsibility and adopted that baby. So once her and her partner broke up, Brittany Griner got to pay child support.
yeah. But
Oh
you know
yeah,
what goes?
that's
But you know what?
her ex was talking to.
What I'm finna say was,
Go ahead.
you know what gonna wind up happening, right? The lesbian
What?
want these kids try to get with these men and get with these men, right? And get this woman pregnant. Tell him what that did it right here. But what do you do with the child when the child asks where her father at or where his father at? What you gonna do if the man say, "Oh,
It
I want to
depends
see
on
my
the
child"?
relationship. If they have a good, then you're gonna let
You
them
see,
see it.
mama?
If it's a good relationship, they'll let them see the child.
But you know how some folks are,
Yeah, but not
especially
everybody's that way though.
not everybody. But a man might say, "Oh, he might agree with to the terms at hand at that moment." You see what I'm saying? Then he might change his mind. And the child, what do you tell the child?
But then he gonna have to pay child support. He gonna have to pay that child
Uh-uh.
support.
I'm telling you why. I'm telling you why not. I'm tell you why not. I'm tell you why not.
What you do
If
coming
her,
up?
oh, if that child, if that other woman put her name on the birth certificate, guess who why to pay child support? Is that on him?
Right, but then if let's say, okay, that is a complicated situation, but I would say this: you would have to really have a sit down talk and say, look, if there's any chance that you feel like in the future that you might want to come back and claim this child, we got to talk about that. I'll keep you in the child's life if you want to be in the child's life, but some punks, they'll be like, shoot, I got what I got. Oh well, bye bye, say la vie. So you got to have that
But
talk.
not
You got to
all
sit
of them.
down and have those conversations. You got to have those conversations. You can't just go
See,
pump a baby and think it's okay.
but the thing is, see, you can't see the woman can't. See, I'm like this right here. With that, um, uh, people are allowed to change their mind no matter when they change their mind, right? You can have that talk beforehand. But say the child get about 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8 years old. Hey, the man might change his mind. You know what I'm saying? And then and then on top of that, then the woman might change her mind if you say, hey, you can see the child whatever time you want to, but you need to keep whatever. But what do you tell that child who
But
her
obviously, sorry,
go
obviously
ahead.
a child would know, like when they get older, that when they know that both mommies got the same thing and they can't make a baby, they gonna figure something out. Hello.
But yeah, but it's like this right here. When a child asks, let's just say they do figure out where my dad at. That's what I'm saying. I'm your dad. The child, you already know a child smarter than that. No, you're not my dad. Where's my dad at? Then what do both of them tell them? That even I
Well,
don't care too
actually,
little,
they
too
say
many.
there are two mommies. They don't call them mom and dad. They say two mommies. What?
But still, it's still what you gonna tell your child. I'm tell I'm tell two men, two women. What you gonna tell your child where the mom at, where the mom at, or well, two men won't be able to do that, right? Yeah, they probably could, but still, what do you tell your child if they ask where my real mom at, where my real daddy at?
The truth.
But you know
The
somebody ain't
truth.
gonna tell
You
the
tell
truth.
the truth. That's why
You
me.
that what you're supposed
But
to.
I'm saying if it
That
was
what you're
my
supposed to do.
situation, I wouldn't eliminate the father 100% unless he was a problem. And if he wasn't a problem, then I would be like, oh, okay, okay. I see you on some old funny stuff. So
Mm-hmm. And
I seen.
this is yeah, and you knew said they had a 36-year-old woman who was a security officer at the school touching children under 14.
Oh
All right,
yeah.
and Miss Chicago said she seen what the government was about when she was awarded to the state her whole life. She saw the agenda for a long time. God made her a special breed, and she's only 50. I know. Hey, we gonna have to get together, Miss Chicago, to have that interview.
Mm-hmm.
Not had an not had an interview. Not gonna be an interview. Have you tell your story
Yep.
because you got an interesting story. Because people say you can't. You, some people say that they are the way they are because how they were brought up and where they were raised at, right? Don't some people say that, right? But I say
It
that
depends on
you are
their mindset and their strength.
not what I'm trying to say is not where you grew up at. It's not what the community dubs you at. It's not. It doesn't depend on what your household is. Like I said, it depends on your mindset and how you want to portray yourself. If you want to say, "Oh well, guess what? Since people acting like they didn't in my community, I'm gonna act like that." What kind of sense do that make? You see where they
Right.
still at, don't you? Still down in the
Yep.
dumps. See, this right here, Miss Chicago is a feel good story. You know what I'm saying? 50 years old. I know she still look good. She still got that swag. What she said, she had 4 kids by the time she was 16. And one of her daughter autistic. But guess what? You still here. You still made it. And guess what? You are being blessed. See, we turn all these stories into a positive message tonight, right?
Miss Chicago puts. Yeah, I actually had a discussion about that, Miss Chicago, about it's these women that want to be in control of everything. They want to dummy down the men, take away the men's strength so that the women can continue to be vulnerable. And that's what I really think it is. I think that they want, especially when it comes to black men are some of the strongest men on this planet, regardless of their situations. Look at the stuff that they go through on a day-to-day basis, and they still seem to climb out of like certain situations. They know how to hustle. Some just lazy. I'm talking about the ones that are doing things with their lives, and they want to take that away from the black woman to strip us down. They tried it in slavery when they used to, tie the men up to the donkeys and hit the donkeys and make them go different areas so that they would separate the man's body part in front of the woman so that she could be the masculine and make him the one that's not to be respected. So all this stuff came with women telling me, I don't need this and all this, that, and the other. Some of it came from slavery with the woman telling the man, dummy down and be quiet and all this because of what the slave master did. The slave master took advantage of the woman in front of the man, and when he tried to fight, they took him out. You know what I'm saying? So all this stuff, it still affects, and they're doing it in a different way. We're not on a plantation anymore, but they're doing it with the government, and they're trying to take away the strength of a black man. And if we don't wake up as women and all the black women that's out there that's talking down to good black men, the black men that want to be productive, that want to do things that's right in the community, if we don't stop, we're not going to have nobody to protect us. We are the most unprotected. And sometimes it's because we don't know how to shut what they call the heck up. We think we know everything. You know what I'm saying? We don't know everything. Let a man be a man. So you want to be the man. So if somebody break into the house, don't roll over and tap your man and say, baby, somebody broke in the house. You the man. Get up and go defend the house. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way I feel about it. I will never disrespect no man in public. You cuss at me and I don't know you, I'm gonna keep walking. I can't beat you. I'm gonna keep on moving. If you come after me and I got something to protect myself, you're gonna feel it. But I'm not gonna challenge no man. That's the way I came up. You don't disrespect your man. And a lot of these women, they don't care. They calling these men all kinds of names and yelling and screaming in the public, throwing stuff. All on the social media. This is ridiculous. And you don't think people are looking at us laughing? We need to get it together. Let me give y'all a little insight why I'm the way I am. I asked God at 8 years old, why me? Why is this being done to me? And he waited until I was in my mid-20s and late 20s and told me, why not you? Yeah, I heard that before too. Why not you?
Mm-hmm.
Why not you?
Yeah. But
That's what he
this is the
say to
sad part.
everybody. Why not you?
Mm-hmm. And this is that part about it. There's a whole lot of women, men, and government official is not going to admit what we were talking about on here. There's a lot that's not going to admit what we talk about on here. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to keep it down low. They want to keep it all locked up, all picked up inside. But that's okay because it's all getting exposed right now. Think of what's happening now. Look what's going on in these schools, on these school buses, in these shopping malls, all over the places. Everything is going wild. Why? Because the government try to put their hands in too much stuff in people's household and try to tell people how to live their life. And then on top of that, there's some parents that are too dumb. I ain't gonna say it's too dumb.
Not only that,
they are dumbed down because they are letting the government tell them what to do, how to run their household.
Yep.
So,
and you know what? Another thing is the government itself has been very, very lenient when it comes to people doing crimes against one another. Like, think about it. Give it 10 years ago, this rate of breaking into stuff and stealing stuff at the rate that is going right now, that would have never happened if we had the same presidents like 10 years, 11, 12 years ago. You'd be locked up, the key be thrown away. But now we got a presidency, they don't care. They just let any and everything happen, and these people keep getting citations over and over and over. And this one guy, they had him on the news last night. They gave him over 400 citations, and as soon as he get out, he do the same thing again. And they're like, why are you not convicting this dude? Why you keep giving him citations? Why you keep letting him out? And he turned around and do the same thing over and over again. And like San Francisco, all the stores in San Francisco, because of the crimes, have shut down. They only got one grocery store out there for miles and miles, and the people are trying to tell the people to sue the grocery store and Rite Aid if they try to close down, but they're losing money. And then they're telling you don't touch the people that's stealing stuff from the store. So they're taking a humongous loss.
But like I said, it's we can blame the government, we can blame the stores, all that stuff right there. Though it all starts at the same spot. You see what I'm saying? These people are not raised like some people were raised. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? We can tell some people can tell their children what to do and how to do it. But if kids do not see you doing what you're talking about, see you walking the walk that you're talking, they're not going to do what you tell them to do anyway. And as citizens of certain cities, right? They got to take a look at what they are doing. Just think, I guarantee you go ask them folks if they had a chance to put a business in their community, where they put a business in their community, and tell them to be honest with you. I guarantee you they're going to say, no, I want to put no business in my neighborhood. Why not? Because they robbing and stuff. Okay, why you think these businesses not here? See, sometimes we got to be honest with ourselves. And some people not honest with themselves.
But I'm saying
they're not honest with themselves.
But I'm saying
they ain't honest with themselves.
The governor, not the governor, but the district attorney out here in California, what I'm saying is he is so lenient that is they trying to get rid of him, but for some reason they got people, it's probably the government, but they're trying not to get rid of him because there was a lady at the beach. She was walking down the alleyway, which is designed for people to walk down the alleyway with strollers and stuff, which is a normal thing to do by the beach property. And this young kid, he drove and he ran the woman over and hurt her. Thank God the baby wasn't hurt. And the district attorney let this sucker go. Didn't charge him, and he didn't have no license. He wasn't even supposed to drive the car. So with this type of behavior, this is why a lot of the stores are closing down. They had like fast food joints or In-N-Out burgers. I don't know if you guys know about that. Burger King, Wendy's, McDonald's, all these places, Starbucks, they had a whole beautiful shopping center for people to be able to shop at. And these people are just robbing the places and stealing it. And when they go to court, they just give them a citation. So giving them a citation from the government, there's no accountability. They have no accountability. They're not being locked up. They're not being held responsible. And as soon as they get out, they doing the same stuff again. So this is what I'm talking about. Women, men are needed. And that's why I told mine how to be strong Black men and fathers despite what they didn't have growing up and who they didn't have growing up. Okay, I understand. Yeah, but this is the problem that we're facing out here.
I'm gonna tell you something about, but I'm gonna tell you this right here. You know, Judge could overrule the prosecutor came, don't you? You know that, right?
What?
If he a judge could, the judge don't have to go with what the prosecutor recommend. Bottom line. You see what I'm saying? The judge don't have to go with that. And
they don't have to go with the district attorney?
No, they don't. They don't. So it's both the judge, district attorney, all depends how the police report was written up to. You feel what I'm saying? So how many times have you seen when a district attorney recommended this right here, but the judge get the accuser a lighter sentence? You see what I'm saying? So he might be asking for the maximum, whatever, but it might be the judge that let him off. Then don't be so surprised that whatever they did in the back room deal, what that defendant had to go through, had to do what he got to do to get off. You see what I'm saying? So it's a lot of political wrangling going on. But
I don't know
like
what
I said,
the heck going on, but it's these folks is jelly back weird. Put up her comment where she's talking about no, I can raise a man, but I can't tell you how it is to be a man, but I do have the womb to carry men. That's why I am a woman. And she says she's loving it over here. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we had these series. She was in my chat. Miss Chicago, it was in my chat earlier today. And you know me, I don't care who listening. I don't care who I make mad. You already know that, don't you, together.
Mm-hmm.
You already know that. Because we talk about stuff that need to be talked about. And this need to be talked about. Look how that woman was raised that did that to them kids in California. Look how the teacher that teacher's aide and that principal did that boy, what they did to the mother, that they try to block from protecting her kid who got fired for trying to protect her child. See, a parent that try to protect their child, they want to try to let's say disregard. But I guarantee you.
Yeah, exactly.
I guarantee you, if that mother didn't try to protect, I'm surprised they called CPS on that mother. And I guarantee you,
on the mother for trying to protect her child. Yeah, they did. They did.
See where I'm going.
Yeah, they did try to call CPS on her.
I guarantee you, if she didn't try to protect her child, they wouldn't call CPS on her. You believe that too, don't you?
They wouldn't have said nothing. Yeah, they wouldn't have said nothing.
There you go. Yeah. And it'd be the crazy reason that people call CPS on a parent. They don't have that to do with nothing.
But that's
And that's not cool. We're gonna get into that though. We're gonna get into that next week. Yeah, we're gonna get into that next week. That one right there, I'm gonna send you the information, and when people hear the stuff that people say,
hush, Rock.
huh?
I tell Rock to hush.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to keep him out the rabbit hole. Yeah,
Oh, we already in
I'm
the
trying to
rabbit
keep
hole.
him out the rabbit hole too. No, we not.
Well, we already in there. Yeah, we are.
Oh Lord, you don't ease me in there. See there?
Because you know when we talk about these subjects right here, we got to talk about the government. We got to talk about laws. We got to talk about all this other stuff that goes into it that take away. See, Miss Chicago is right.
Yep.
See, Miss Chicago right. She did what she had to do to raise her children, right? Just regarding her situation, she might have been in a bad. She was in a bad situation, but guess what? She got herself out of that situation.
Yep.
That
By the grace of
inspirational right
God,
there.
I owe everything to God. For real, I do. I owe everything. Where I am, everything. I owe everything to Him, because I know that I could not have made it without Him. You know, raising kids, I could not have. Man, I'm telling you, God deserves all the glory, no matter what people feel and think.
You're right. Because I'm like,
Yep.
when
That's
you
why I
get
love in the morning when I try to get up, but it'd be so hard. Ren Rock be going in.
oh yeah, and I'm telling you about Rimrock right here. I know you know Rimrock get emotional when he talk about me and Mondo, right?
Oh yeah, talk about his GoFundMe too. Like,
I am Rimrock.
yeah, because y'all real.
You got to reach him, Rimrock. You got to reach him. You got to reach for a reason. You can drop your go find me in here, okay? I'm taking this right here. He gets so emotional about me and Armando.
Yeah, whoever will listen. Hold on a second, bro.
Who are you talking to?
Yeah, Ren Rock's GoFundMe. Ren Rock was diagnosed with thyroid cancer. I keep forgetting the year. I think it's 1991. I could be wrong. And as a result, he became really sick. He started losing weight, losing his hair. He thought he was going to pass away. I know, like he say, there will be no wake up morning show. Got to handle business. Really, he's not feeling good. So he's being, he's trying not to bring nobody's spirits down. So we are trying to raise money to help him to get his mouth fixed so that he can stop being ill, because his mouth, he got some issues going on with his mouth that's causing him to stay ill. So anybody, anything that you can donate to the GoFundMe. And Ren Rock, we need you to get a little video clip so we can run it on our channel, so we're not messing up the story like I'm chat. So I just wanted to say that real quick. But yeah, he do get emotional when it comes to you and Armando.
And I don't like this right here. It's we are here to, like you said, elevate people.
You breaking up.
Yeah, we are here to elevate people. And I will say this right here. I don't know how, when he told that story, I was listening. And people put up a brave front. You know what I'm saying? And he doing a marvelous, great job. Like he said, if you cannot laugh at yourself, that's a problem. If you can't,
Right.
sometimes you gotta laugh at yourself and stop crying, so you don't stop crying. And see, it's we got, for some reason, two inspirations is in this chat: Miss Chicago and Ren Rock.
Mm-hmm.
You can start at nothing to become something.
Yep.
It might not be to the highs as some people, but guess what? It's high enough that you want to be. But if the higher power intended for you to be in the higher, he will get you there. He will get you there. But guess what? You got to put in the work and effort. It ain't gonna all be all his help, all his effort, but you got to put in work. And everybody
Right.
got to put in work.
Right.
And we are at over our 2 hour mark.
Yes.
One
So
time with my fans.
yeah, I got some stuff I gotta do. Yeah, I got some stuff I gotta take care of before hubby gets home. But
Yeah, and Miss V asked about t-shirts. I told we probably had them coming soon. So, and
I gotta get with
I'm
you
gonna
and
leave
talk
that.
to you about that Monday. I'm gonna call you and talk to you about that because I need to brainstorm with you, put it in the work and have, amen, putting in the work and have faith. Yeah, I need to get with you Monday after 2, and I need to chat with you. Yeah, I need to chat with you. You know, I talk to you a lot too, just
Okay.
like I talk to Renrock. I be blowing y'all brains up.
I see why the man don't answer the phone.
Yes, I'm gonna talk to you on Monday.
But yeah, this been a great
Well,
show.
oh well.
This been a great show, and y'all trying to figure out what together these you were talking about. Well, it basically it boils around is uh, kids and government and
Mm-hmm.
how people treat
Yep.
each other and and how other people react to it.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do? What would you do if you was in that situation? That's what you got to ask yourself.
Right. Right.
Well, I'm not going. Well, I'm getting ready to see. Can I get at? See, can I get in the lab? That's Baby Wolf. Hit it one more time, Baby Wolf.
He ain't gonna do it no more.
Why he ain't gonna do it no more? He don't left me hanging.
Yep.
Oh Lord, but
He just be around here howling.
mm. But yes, yes,
That was
we
his
try to
closing
bring you
statement.
some. Yeah, that was his closing statement. We try to bring you the hard hitting. We gonna say stories. We're gonna call it a story. We call it news because this is something people do not want to talk about. It's scared to talk about. We are
Yes.
not. Cause if she was scared to talk
Right.
about it, she wouldn't be here with me. You know what I said together? Did you hear
Right.
what I said?
Exactly. Yeah, I'll be on the sideline.
But hey, but I don't. What you say? I
No,
don't
I
look.
said I would be on the sideline if I was scared.
Yeah, but me or you gonna get a call tomorrow, sometime for you knew. You know how she was itching to be up here. I know she was, but sorry, you knew. But like I said, I'm having a review of this live tomorrow. I don't know. I do not know what time, but she would have went
Okay.
off. She would have went off. She would have went off. She would have went off. You know it too, don't you?
I was being
But
nice because I didn't want to get no. We want this channel to be monetized.
yeah, but it's like this. We're gonna say what we're gonna say. We're gonna try to keep some kind of PG in there somewhere. But sometimes it do get off the rails. But your final
Yeah.
thought, and you already know the rest of the shout outs. You already know.
Yeah, I don't really have any final thoughts. I just want to say thank you for making me feel comfortable and relaxed when I do these stories with you. I like how we go back and forth. And you guys, it's okay to go back and forth back and forth with someone because everybody has something to say, and what you may think that person is saying doesn't have any substance. If you sit back and think about it, he had to correct me on a lot of stuff, and I like when I get corrected. Don't be so prideful, because I thought that the transgenderism was something new, and he had to educate me. So don't ever knock somebody if they're trying to educate you. Listen, because that's the key to learning. That's the key to elevating. That's the key to everything. You got to listen to people that may know something more than you. You don't know everything. Nobody knows everything, but everybody has something to add, into whatever it is that you're saying and doing. So don't be afraid to, just pay attention and listen and learn and try to gather some knowledge from other people. But again, go to Renrock TV, you guys, and his GoFundMe should be there so that we can go on this journey with him and help him elevate and get to that goal that he needs to get to. Thank you again, Armando, for having faith in me to work with D True. But I've always knew I was going to do this with you, but I was so scared to do it. You could be intimidating sometimes, bro. This is my closing statement.
Hold on. Look, I'm intimidating. Why am I so intimidating? Why?
I don't know.
Why
I
am
was just
so...
scared. Dang. You just know a lot of stuff. That's all. You just know a whole lot of stuff.
Now I tell y'all to do y'all research. But I'm like this. I learned
so he can look pretty.
Who said it? Real Rock. I ain't got to look.
Yeah.
I already know who said that. I already know who said it. But like this, I learned a lot of stuff from together. We do have a lot of back and forth, but it's called difference of opinion. And she had one side of the subject. I had the other side of the subject. We want you to look at all sides of the subject that we bring.
Yes.
Because if you look, because the reason I say what I say, it's if you look at how everything going and how everything been going, everything that our community has learned, we learned from our parents. Like I said earlier, parents, and they learned from who did they learn from? The colonizer, right? So it's not simple math, but it's not simple math, but it is simple math. Don't let that fly with some of y'all heads when y'all watch the replay.
Yeah.
Together, and majority of the people that's in my chat gets it. Right. But Chicago, if you're still in the chat, my email is in my description. Whenever you feel ready, that you're ready to come on here and tell your story and uplift us, just let us know. We'll let you ride. Hey, we're not even gonna ask no question. You're not even gonna ask no question. Are you together?
That's gonna be dynamite.
You're not even gonna ask no question. Are you?
Heck yeah. Yes, I am.
Not to wait till she finish. Hey, you gotta wait till she finish her story.
Yeah, when she finished, I'm gonna ask.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that's why she telling her story. See, we gotta get the whole picture. You know what? Because I'm looking at her.
No.
She should be. No, what I'm saying is she should. That is an inspiration for any woman or man that raising their child with nobody else around. That have raised their child with nobody else around. She started for nothing. She started for nothing, from where she came from to where she is now. And where I see it, I don't know it like that. She had done a phenomenal job. I gotta give her props. I gotta give her flowers. If I had the hand clappers thing, there you go. There you go. I was just saying, if I had the hand clapping the thing on here, I would give her flowers.
Amen.
Cause she deserve it. She deserve that. There's a whole lot of people that deserve that.
Hi,
And remember, keep fighting, my man.
Russell. We about to end. Sorry. No. You did wonderful, Miss Chicago. Don't no. Thank you so much. You didn't do anything. You just inspired us, and now we want to talk to you. That's all you did. Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, we need to go ahead and end this live, bro, because I got some stuff I gotta do. It's been absolutely toodalutely wonderful.
What the world is truly wonderful? Is that even a word?
I'm liable to say anything.
You just made up a word, didn't you?
No, I say stuff all the time. Whatever comes out my mouth.
You just made up a word. You just made up a doggone word. I can't believe you just made up a doggone word. But yeah, Miss Chicago, you have inspired us. And like I said, my email is in my description for whenever you want to email me, whenever you want to come up here. I don't know who the world that is. I don't know who the world that was. You know what I'm saying? But whenever you want to come up here.
I don't know either.
Yeah. But whenever you're ready to come up here, I'm talking to Miss Chicago. Whenever you're ready to come up here, let me know. And we will we'll make some time for you to come up here. We'll make some time. We'll set it aside. But like I said, love and respect yourself, because we love and respect yourself. You see through all the BS. And love yourself, because self-love is the best love. Because who gonna love you better than you love yourself?
Nobody.
Hold up. Nobody. That was Keith Sweat. That was Keith Sweat said.
I got problems.
Hey, remember I said he just fell in the hole.
Did you say who gonna love you? Did you hear my little song?
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah. But I'm gonna read the final comment from Miss Chicago.
I just had to give y'all something to laugh. Okay.
Miss Chicago said, "Thank you 3 times to us. Thank you, and I appreciate y'all for making me feel invited and wanted over here. You are welcome. You are welcome. What you want to say to that together before we get out of here?
Black peas and chicken grease.
Fly, die, and lay to the side. We out of here."